What's going on, girls and boys? I'm here with Mr. Head Honcho, Mr. Raining Down on Them So Hard You're Gonna Need a Poncho, Mr. Too Quick Around That They Can't Face Me, the one and only Ant Cacace. What's going on, Ant? Welcome to SLCxS.
What's going on?
How you been? What's going? Hit 100 goals.
Bro.
We're gonna hit some main topics today. Would you like to give a little bio to them watching now in our spacious office? We'll get into that another time, but for now we're here for the one and only, the man.
We're in the new mobile office out here.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I mean, lacrosse is my only sport. I don't have nothing else to work for there.
Dude,
so
that's all right. I respect that.
I mean, been playing since 3rd grade.
Nice.
Just stuck with it. Quit baseball.
I feel
that
like
was too
recently it's built up a lot, lacrosse.
Oh, absolutely. When I first started, there was nothing around here.
Yeah.
There was no lacrosse around here. I started playing rec in Robbinsville.
They're like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, they're like, what's
It's
the
tennis with a
stringing?
net.
Like, what is that? What is that? I'm like, something new.
Yeah.
Something new. So
He's like, "Dude, I'm already on that wave."
yeah,
He's like, "It's too late."
yeah. Then people are like, what's that? Been there, done that.
3rd grade.
Hell yeah, but no, I love the sport. I love the sport. Playing for so long, I'm sure same with you with soccer. The more you play a game, you learn the IQ of the game.
Yeah.
And just the creativity that I see in the game is just
You
so
gotta get
fun
in
every
your
time
own
I step
flow.
on. Absolutely. It's just so much fun every time I step on the field. I just try to have as much fun as possible.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Now, what's the biggest aspect in building a team around that? Like, do you have to make all the players also get on the flow?
I mean,
Because I feel like it's all in unison. It's the same essentially with most sports. Like for lacrosse, how do you get that in touch?
yeah, I mean, yeah, with most sports, chemistry between players, being
That 99
close to your players,
overall.
absolutely.
That 99
That's what you're
overall.
shooting for right there. That's what you're shooting for. But no, that helps in any sport, and especially lacrosse, with being creative and learning your teammates and learning how your teammates play, playing off them. That's how you get the best results. I mean, just learning each person as an individual on and off the field. That's how, I mean, in any sport, like you said before, in any sport.
It's all different
That's
attitude
just all the
once you
key.
step on the field.
Absolutely. Come together, bring everything together, and when everything clicks and works, it's
That's
awesome.
the flow.
It's awesome. Yeah, absolutely.
Did you always, were you always in the position that you are now?
Absolutely not. I mean, when I was playing in
Move
Robbinsville,
around?
yeah, I mean, I played everything from, I even had the 6-foot stick when I was at Robbinsville playing defense at a couple games. That was way back though. That was way back in the day. Played some midi. That was before I realized I'm not able to run. I'm not even close to being as fast as anybody else. So then,
like, maybe not Usain Bolt, but
yeah,
like,
it took some
kinda.
took some face-offs here and there. Then I was like, wait, how stupid am I? Attackmen, they get to stand there. They don't have to run back up and down the field. They get to score all the goals.
Then they get to go to work.
And absolutely. So why am I not doing that? So I just, from being in the backyard, drilling the different angles you need to take to be an attackman, the positioning, all that kind of stuff, to play that, to just try to be the best attackman I could be. Did that. So I mean, partially I don't want to say it has nothing to do with, but partially it has something to do with the fact that you don't have to run.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the best
I
part.
respect that.
That's the best part.
You get to keep your energy here until you gotta lock and load it and pop
Absolutely.
'em.
Yeah.
I respect that. So speaking of which, 100 goals, congrats.
Yeah, thank you.
It's a good accomplishment. It's a big accomplishment. Tell, like, what was going through your mind when you're at 99 and you're like, yo, I have one more goal? Or were you just like in that flow, you were like, yo, not even sweating it, let's pop this?
No, it's so funny you say that because, I mean, playing since my freshman year, I played with Connor 3 years.
Yeah.
Me and him really clicked the first time we stepped foot on the field. We really worked off each other.
99 chem.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
That's that
the
99
definition
chem.
of it,
Absolutely.
yes.
We worked off each other, and to see him, he was always the 1 year ahead of me, so he was always a step ahead of me when it came to goals.
Yeah.
So he hit his 100th goal when we were still playing together. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he hit it then, or he hit it his junior year, I believe, actually.
Did he?
Yeah, my sophomore year he hit
Okay.
it. So when he did that, he was like, he told me because I was on the track at that point to hit 100, just being up on the field and just working with each other. So he told me, he goes, it's gonna get in your head. He goes, when you hit 97, 98, he goes, you're gonna start taking shots, missing. You're gonna get so pissed off at yourself, it's gonna get in your head. I was like, nah. Just do what you do.
You don't know me.
When it came time to the 97, 98, it was in my head. I was like, oh my god, like I just missed the easiest shot. Like that could have been the goal.
He was on the ground. The goalie fell.
I had wide open takes and
I
I
dropped his.
Oh yeah, no. It's so funny because I didn't believe him. And I was like, yeah, all right, like you're just going.
You're all talk.
Yeah. But same thing happened to me. And once it fell in, I just kind of had to force myself to stop thinking about it because be like, listen, you know how to play. You got 99 goals. You can get one more. So like,
so it was sweating on you.
Oh yeah. I mean, once I got that out of my head, I mean, just
after that, it was just kind of a flow. And you said today you scored 3 goals.
Yeah, 3.
So
3 in the beginning
played
of the
Hamilton
game.
West today. You say the final score is 11-1.
I believe it was 11-1. Yeah. I mean, listen, don't quote me on that.
Yeah, I
but
respect that.
I believe it was 11-1. Mm-hmm.
Nice. And what's your guys' record so far? I know last time I saw it overall in the season's 4-3. So
yeah,
5-3. Right?
yeah, it should be
I
5-3
remember
now.
if you played another game before. You played against what was it, Neptune?
Yeah, we played Neptune.
You guys lost.
We lost that, so we're 5-4 maybe now.
Okay, 5-4.
Yeah, so that was a hard game. I mean,
Was it
strong
players or
no,
was
not
it that?
That was a hard game to lose because
Okay.
it was
by like 1 goal, right?
I mean, we lost by 2. It was 11-9.
Okay.
Games like that though, where we come into the game knowing we could beat the team, and then wind up playing down to their level and not playing as hard as we should be, knowing we have a good competition.
Yeah.
That killed us that game.
Oh,
I mean,
that's the worst. You
yeah.
go in there. We had that one time in soccer. This team we played multiple times before, and the coaches were so confident. They're like, yeah, like we don't even need to practice.
Hey, you knew you could beat them.
Oh my gosh, we got there and we got mopped.
It's all about the attitude coming into the game.
I know, and,
we
all
had
were
that
like
same attitude.
too cocky.
Yeah,
You can't get too cocky.
You can't. You really can't.
Because then they come out and you're like, yo,
They
what?
surprise you.
You're like, yo, you're crazy.
I mean, the same thing with soccer. We had the same attitude you guys had then.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that wound up beating us in the end.
Yeah. At least it was a hard-fought game, though.
Oh yeah, I mean,
11.
it was
That's
back
a lot
and
of
forth,
goals,
back and forth. Yeah, so it was a good game to watch. But I mean, knowing in the back of our minds that we really could have and should have beat this team.
Yeah.
That's what's hard.
But
I mean,
how close knit are you with like the team, like everybody in the team?
I find myself to be really personable and really, especially being the captain this year.
Oh, are you?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Me,
All right, respect.
Jared Dudich, and
Okay.
Todd Jewell, our goalie, and then another attackman on my line.
Very nice.
We're all the captains this year. So really taking that leadership role and trying to reach each person individually and really get to be personable with them as a person.
Personable as the
personable
person.
as a person. That's
I respect
that kind of I just kind of.
That's all right,
that was
dude.
A
I
little
do that all
redundant
the
there.
time.
Little
It don't
redundant.
matter. It's
Sorry.
okay. I respect it.
No, but I mean, getting to know your players and getting to know the people you play with, and
Yeah.
not even looking
Their feel,
looking
their
down.
style.
Yeah, absolutely. Not even looking down on them as a captain, if you want to say
Yeah.
that. Just being teammates with everyone.
Exactly.
Getting to know
It's just a family.
everyone. Absolutely.
Any sport, I feel like you just gotta break it down to the most minute thing.
Right,
At
and
the
the
end
more
of
you
day,
treat
you're all on
it, the
team.
more you treat it like that, the better you guys perform.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, Jared, the other captain with me,
Yeah.
I've been friends with him.
Yeah, I know
since,
Jared.
I've been friends with him since kindergarten.
Mhm.
I mean,
Oh, really?
We've been through everything together, through
Okay,
schooling
I
and
respect
everything
that.
else. I mean, so personally, there I know him inside and out like
Yeah.
like a book. But that's good to have that on attack. But I mean, learning the other players, it's hanging out after practice, not just
Yeah.
on the field.
It's that
It all
you build the family bond. I feel like off the field.
absolutely.
Like on field, you're connected through the sport and through the flow, but off the field is when you like fully. Like,
yeah, off the
I
field you
wouldn't
get to
say
know the
embrace,
person,
but yeah.
not as a number on the field, not
Yeah.
as someone who's just there next
You
to you.
catch their personality and
Yeah, you
everything.
really become, you get to know the person and become friends with them.
Yeah.
And that's the best part. I mean, you meet new people, you learn new play styles, you even learn personalities and all that, and that all comes into play on the field. As weird as that may sound,
No,
when it comes to a sport, that's really
that's the most
important.
necessity.
Absolutely,
Yeah. It's that
100%.
off the field action. off the field action. So speaking, I was looking at all the stats and stuff. Todd Jewell over 80 saves.
That's ridiculous.
Over 80
He's
saves.
having a fantastic year.
Heck of a season.
Oh,
right?
I mean,
saw him last night. I like the flow. The flow going on. I told him, I was like, yo, like the hair. That's dope.
That's the lacrosse look. Listen,
Well,
I said Todd, if you're gonna be that good and you're gonna perform the way you're gonna perform, you gotta grow the hair out. I mean, come on, like you have 80 saves. It might be the hair.
Right.
It might be the hair.
He better not cut it.
Oh, absolutely not. I won't let that
That's one
happen.
of those seasonal things where like
You just can't.
You just can't
can't do it.
No, it's
No,
physically.
but he's in close games this year. He's really kept us in it. He's been a solid goalie.
He was even solid in soccer.
Oh, I mean, being the varsity soccer goalie and the varsity hocky goalie.
Yeah.
Now varsity lacrosse, it all counts for something.
Yeah,
I mean,
I forgot he was a hockey goalie too.
Yeah. Does it all. Does it all.
Just stay in goal. No,
Yeah, just-
that'd be cool. Field hockey. That
Oh
would
my
be
god.
sick.
Oh my god. He would do that. He would actually
would
do it
be
all then.
A
But
master.
oh, I mean,
He'd be dope.
one sport transfers to the other.
That's
there.
what I'm saying. So how often do you train? As in, like, do you stand out in your backyard and just yam shots all day long? Not necessarily all day.
To be
but-
honest with you, I really don't anymore. And I should, because like the more you train, the better you will get, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm looking at the game now as being something that I've worked hard, I've trained. I was that kid out in my backyard with 50 balls,
Mm-hmm.
just shooting. At the end of the day, 3-4 hours later, I'd have about 12 left because I shot them all over the fence and can't find them. But
Hear the neighbor's window.
Yeah.
You hear the neighbor's cat let out some cry. That would be terrible.
You just drill it. But
Yeah.
no, I mean, I was that kid who drilled and practiced, and I really like to think of that as being why I find myself to be in the position I am today. Having the opportunities on and off the field with lacrosse is because of the fact that I put in the work when I was younger. But now I like to think of it as I'm already at a certain point where I'm comfortable with where I am. I mean, yeah, you could always get better, and you could always do that for yourself to get better. But being where I am now, I just want to just chill out and have fun with the game and just play the game I know how to play.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing I said with moving on in college. I was looking at a couple D3 schools, talking to a couple coaches in different places. I was talking to the coach at San Diego State, actually, which that would have been
San Diego State. Have
that would have
you
been
been
crazy.
there?
I have not. I've seen pictures, videos. I
Oh my gosh.
might regret that one in the future.
San Diego State is beautiful.
Oh,
gorgeous. We
I
went and
mean-
visited.
oh, you
my
guys. That's
friend
right. You
Chloe.
guys were there.
Yeah.
You and Meach went out, right?
Oh my gosh, beautiful.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I mean, seeing pictures, it's
And
something
San
completely
Diego
different.
itself is gorgeous. Oh my
Oh,
gosh. All right.
I can't
so,
even imagine.
Tell me about what happened.
But yeah, no. So talking to the coaches, talking about that, I was like, you know what? Yeah, it's gonna be a commitment, and I would 100% be down for the commitment if that's truly what I wanted to do. But moving on in the future, I'm not ready to give up the game yet. I still want to play, but I don't want to really do anything that crazy and that like I don't want to give all my time to lacrosse. It's time to focus on like school and like my major and what's to come in life, because this is really mapping out the path for the rest of my life in college.
Yeah.
So I'm not ready to give up the game yet. Probably gonna just wind up playing club.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and that's honestly all I want.
Yeah.
I just want to keep playing, keep a stick in my hands. But so where I am now, that's kind of where I want to stay. Is just like I just want to have fun with it
Yeah.
and just do whatever.
I
Yeah.
can see that. Okay, I like that.
So-
Where are you thinking about going?
I am going to Rowan.
Okay.
I'm rooming with Sam Coe.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Very cool.
So that should be a fun time. That
Nice.
should be interesting.
So you're excited for next
Oh,
time?
absolutely. Steiner was great. Steiner had 4 great years for me, but I'm
It's one of those
looking
things.
forward to the
left
future.
Nothing in high school.
absolutely.
Laid it all out.
Absolutely.
So you never look back and you're like, yo, I should have done that.
Yeah, no, left
You
no
just
rocks
keep
unturned.
moving forward. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
You get to a point and you're like, yeah, I did what I wanted to do.
Right.
Now I'm on to the next journey.
Now it's the next chapter.
How do you take, like, what is the most learned thing that you got out of high school that you're going to take on over to college? And that could even be something you mentally changed or physically you just are in a different state than you were.
Yeah. I mean, there's the first thing that definitely comes to my head is just not caring, not trying to fit myself into the puzzle somewhere that I don't belong.
Yeah.
And really just being myself.
Being your own
and
piece.
Being
your own piece.
just doing you and just
Yeah.
being you and doing what you want to do, being who you want to be with.
Yeah.
And that's the best thing that I figured out. I figured that out pretty early that there's so much drama in high school. I'm sure you know.
You gotta
that.
dare to live strange.
Oh yeah.
You gotta dare to live
Working
strange.
it in there, yeah. No, but I mean, there's so much stuff that goes on in high school. So much little stuff that means nothing.
And at
means
the end of
absolutely
the
nothing.
day, when everybody leaves for college, nobody cares.
no one cares.
Nobody
100%. No one
cares.
cares whatsoever. No one even probably remembers half the stuff. But no one cares about anything. So, I mean, just really making the most out of high school the way you want to make the most out of it, and just having fun and doing what I sound like Mr. Cajun. Have fun, be
Hey,
yourself.
dude.
But I mean, really, I listen to what he says, and I look up to what he says as a person. I mean, you know Mr. Cajun, you know who he is.
I go to lunch with him all the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're with him all the time out of school still.
I love Mr. Cajun.
Yeah, he's
my
the
man.
man. He's the man. But if people truly listen to what he says, he's 100% right.
And
Just
you gotta
have
take
fun with what you
that
do.
action into sports.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, that's the only way you can do it. Once you start making it too serious and psyching yourself out.
Right. Once you start to do it because you have to and not because you want to,
Yeah.
that's when it's a problem. That's when you need to take a step back and reassess and be like, listen, like, I want to do this for me. I don't want to do this because like someone's pushing me to do it.
Yeah.
Or like, hey, that's just how I look at it too, and that's how I feel I play the sport. I don't do it for anyone else. I do it because I love the game. I love playing still. I'm not gonna try to go make myself better so I could go try to make some school that I don't even want to go to, like make it in there. I mean, I just want to keep playing, and that's exactly the outlook I have right now on the whole thing.
Which is good. Like, one of the major things I feel like with sports, there's always that kind of, oh, I need to.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
it's more so just do what you're feeling.
No, yeah, 100%. I mean, if you have aspirations to be a D1 athlete and go professional, then by all means, good for you. You're gonna work hard and do what you need to do to get yourself to that level. But for me, I don't take it like that. I just like to have fun
Just
with
wanna
it and
enjoy
just
it.
do it. Yeah, 100%. Enjoy every game.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
I think we hit all the topics, right? Thank you, my man, for being on this. SLCxS. We got some dry fit shirts coming soon.
Oh,
Stay tuned.
Those are dope.
Thank you again to my man, Cacace. Much love, my man.
I appreciate it. Ooh,
that was a little...
appreciate it. Hey, we'll hit both real quick. Hit both.
Much
real
love,
quick.
my man.
Absolutely.
So stay tuned for next time.